My Life Now is a half-hour podcast show which regularly features reviews of new releases and all-time classics of both traditionally published and self-published books.
Tune in for special guest interviews and, of course, helpful tips to not only write your next book, but also to help market it.
My Life Now is most often referred to as a great way for authors to get quality exposure and avid readers to discover their next read.
Without further delay, here's another stimulating episode of My Life Now.
Welcome back to another episode of My Life Now. Once again, my name is Dallas Montague. Here today, we have another wonderful guest joining us, Golan. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Did I say your name incorrectly?
Not so much, but you got your best, honey.
Okay. With my poor American accent here, I'm so sorry. But you are joining us from Israel. Wow, so incredible, so far away. Isn't technology incredible that I can call you from Brazil and you can be in Israel and we can connect? That's amazing.
That is the life, honey. Hold on tight.
You are an artist, an author, and other things. I'm excited to hear about it today. But before I ask you some questions about what you brought today, please tell us a little bit about your story, who you are for our audience today.
My name is Golan. I'm from Israel. I'm 24 years old. I am an international artist. My hit song that I made 2 years ago, it's called I'm Greedy, has become a worldwide success with over 70 countries played on the radio, magazines, and television. I performed in Times Square about a year ago. I sold over 350,000 copies through my songs worldwide, and I'm also a stuttering person since the age of 3, and this is one of my life projects to be who I am, to be free of religion process or people telling me what to do, because this is my life, honey. I am who I am. I live here. I'm doing my best, and this is my destiny to the world.
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing that. And I feel like we know you a little bit better now. Join Lataro Vakis, a pilot who ends up in a mysterious new world after being sucked in by the Bermuda Triangle while flying on his plane. There, he encounters a train conductor named Emerson, who takes him on her life dealings. This leads to their paths being intertwined after going to a rock concert to protest against the kingdom. Find more information by searching The Magical Train by Aaron Alberto on Amazon today. Morven Blue, after being imprisoned in a hot air balloon, is freed by his friend, Romber, another Knight's Men of the fallen kingdom of Muba. After the crash of the hot air balloon, he makes it evident that he is fit to serve the kingdom of Egathor. Being upfront with King Arthur, he is sent on a special mission to retrieve Cesar Lario, a person of interest. Find more information by searching Calling All Cryptics on Amazon by Aaron Alberto today. And you're 24 years old. When did you start your interest in music? When did you realize, man, I want to make music?
I wanted to becoming an art since the age of 18, but in real music, it was 2 years ago. It came to me like an earthquake. I I had a strong feeling that I was born to do this, and if it's not out right now, so when it, it, it will be, because
Mm-hmm.
this is it. And I started to make 4 albums in 1 month that spread
Wow.
around Europe. And another day, another lifetime, I was starting to marketing myself
Mm-hmm.
as an uh, uh, electronic musician, and it's felt like wildfire.
Wow. It sounds like such an inspirational story. It sounds like people were trying to put you down. You're like, no, this is who I'm supposed to be. And you broke out of the box and you started creating music. And so 18 is when you started recording, when you had the desire. How many songs have you released so far, or albums so far in total?
I have 193 songs, I guess,
Wow.
and 4 albums. This is a massive, uh, phenomenal experience to be in
Mm.
just 2 years, that really combined all of the world inside me, I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Man, that's a lot of music in 3 years. Take us through a little bit of your development process. How do you create a song? Where does the inspiration come from? Do you play all the instruments yourself? Like, where do you find the electronic tunes? Like, tell me about this.
I didn't learn anything about music until nowadays. I didn't learn musical notes. I didn't learn theories. I never uh, go to a school and studies uh, all of the know. I don't even know how how to uh, uh, how to do this, because it came from me from God. All of my melodies came as perfect from God,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that it is. Uh, sorry, I think that is a massive talent that
Mm.
God is giving to me until the day uh, I will be gone. And
Mm-hmm.
this is great.
Mm-hmm. It's incredible that you give him the glory. You give God the glory for this, because so many people are saying, man, I'm the best. I'm so creative. I'm so great. But no, you're giving the glory to God. And that's incredible. That's great. So far in your music career, what would you say has been the biggest challenge when producing?
I will always challenge for being who I am in
Mm-hmm.
this world, because I'm so different uh, through my story around this world.
Mm-hmm.
I for for example, in Israel,
Mm-hmm.
radio station, the media doesn't love me because who I am, because
Mm-hmm.
ma- be, be, because all of my success is worldwide and not in Israel. I I don't know anything about music in Israel. I
Wow.
I don't do it because I'm different. And if you look at the number of the artists that made an uh, success in this world with all of the travels, and like me, their chances are zero. And
Mm-hmm.
I made the impossible to reach an huge audience in just no time.
Well, you're an inspiration to all of us. You're an inspiration.
So I cry
No, no
right now.
problem. No,
The,
no.
this emotional.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's an incredible story that you overcame this. And what's that like for your home country not to embrace you? That's got to be difficult.
It's very difficult because also in my country they stole all of my rights and they stole all of my money that I made through music.
Hmm.
Let's I will explain you to in a different level. My day life in just 2 years that are constantly making interviews, making radio plays,
Mm-hmm.
written in a magazine
Mm-hmm.
articles, performing in TV in Times Square, marketing all of my music by my own self, and if the record company that in Israel that uh, I signed to selling all of my money that is a 7-digit number
Mm-hmm.
for one song.
Man, that is difficult. Man. And talking about some of these numbers that you have, I see on the back you have 70,000 streams, you have hundreds of other streams, thousands, hundreds of thousands of other streams on other places. What do you think has been your biggest accomplishment so far as an artist? Personally.
When I saw that I performed in Times Square about a year ago, it was the 23rd of September 2021.
Yeah, almost a year. Mm-hmm.
It was, I will never forget the day until my last day in my life. This was, I honestly collapsed and pe- pe- people can't know what 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 has done to me because
Mm-hmm.
when when I see myself through my music and with all of my struggles around me,
Mm-hmm.
it's like heaven came to me in one day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And what is your goal with your music? What are you hoping to achieve with your music?
I really want a Wikipedia page about what I've done because behind me that is all of what I've done in just
Mm-hmm.
2 years, and I really want to to perform in 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 the Super Bowl game because this
Mm-hmm.
is the real stamp for
Yeah.
what I've done in this
Mm-hmm.
world and about so many things in just uh, short time, and
Mm-hmm.
this is uh, unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. And it's just the beginning. It sounds like. Sounds like you have a long road ahead of you. Yeah. Imagine 3 years, what you can accomplish in 10, 15, 30 years, you know, if you keep making music. If you have 193 songs in 3 years, imagine 30 years, all the content that you have posted and created and put out there. It's incredible. It's incredible. How is your music different than other music that's being released today in 2022?
I think I'm different, and I think that my story is different. I think that God has God made me different because to really break through all of the um, saying that I am useless.
Mhm.
I will not be ever make this because
Mhm.
um, my family 3 years ago uh, said to me that I will not make this because uh, um, I am uh, I, uh, I, am unlucky, and
Mhm.
I show them and I show all of the people that um, sabotage me around my life that I've made something in this world, and
Mhm.
this is my my saying that I can make this.
Mhm. Yeah. And I want to encourage you, keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop. Keep going because it sounds like you have an amazing road ahead of you. And you're giving God the glory. And I believe that He's going to bless this and bless your music and the things that you're doing. So incredible. I also see that you released a new song recently. Tell us a little bit more about that song. What's it called as well?
The song called Havagabond. Havagabond in Yiddish, this is a person who is lonely, who is all by himself in this world. Nobody wants to talk to him. No, no, no. He is totally vanished from this world, but his power is unbelievable. He 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 came like boom and
Mm-hmm.
splash the whole world because his soul,
Wow.
his inner power is so huge that I done this melody to really increase the 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 cosmic power of this song, and
Mm.
I I think that I think all of my songs has really have such a power, and my story has a power too. And
Mm-hmm.
if you can combine this,
Yeah.
that's
Look
great.
out. Look out what's going to happen. Amazing things. Great. Wow. Anything else you want to share with us today about your music? Oh, one more thing. You also are an artist, or you also are an author. You have 4 books
I have 4 books in Hebrew,
in Hebrew.
and in
Wow.
Hebrew, and I speak Hebrew fluently because I live in Israel.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wow.
um, one thing that I really want to say right now, music is not what you seems to be like, and stars and singers and musicians are not seem to be happy all of the time because
Mm-hmm.
that's what like that yeah, like 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 uh, Judy Garland or 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 Britney Spears.
Mm-hmm.
And our destiny is as hell as we have always been through such an awful life opportunities, and
Mm-hmm.
we did the impossible to bring our souls to this world because we want something to accomplish in our life.
Yeah.
Our soul has his own unique power, and if people wa- who wants to say, oh, he's famous, he's tons of money. I am homeless with money. People are storing all my money because I've made such an amount of money through my music, because God has given me this power, and I've not perfect in this world. Everyone is not perfect. This is life, honey. Hold on tight, because this is who you are.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, again, thank you so much for sharing with our audience today. I'm encouraged. I feel very encouraged today about all the things that you said here. And can you tell our guest or our audience today, where can we find you on streaming platforms? Where can we find your music? Maybe some of your song titles that we can find?
One, you can find me on Google. Just search Golan. I'm greedy, and you can have it. Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, YouTube Music, Pandora, TuneCore. You name it, because I'm all over the world.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much again for your time. I hope that we can speak with you again here in a few months, in a few years, and talk again and say, wow, now you have 12 albums, 500 songs, 1 million streams. I hope that that's what we can hear from you soon. So thank you again.
Shalom,
Yeah.
Shalom from Israel.
Yeah, shalom. Thank you.
Thank you for listening and supporting another episode of My Life Now.
Please remember to subscribe to our podcast show and share it with a friend.
Together, we can keep the message of these books alive.
Until we turn the next page together, stay classy.